Welcome to LC Screen Talk. My name is Larry, and this is my review of Love the Coopers. So, if you have a hankering for a good old-fashioned holiday flick, here you go. Unfortunately, Hollywood doesn't like to make a good old-fashioned holiday flicks any longer because Love the Coopers is not very good. But it is exactly what I was expecting heading into the theater. So if the commercials look all that appealing to you, you probably are in for a treat. However, I didn't really enjoy myself, and I'm going to tell you why. Love the Coopers is a generic, bland, safe, all-family affair type movie. It tries to incorporate the age-old formula of bringing your entire dysfunctional family together for the love of the holidays. Now, first off, I just hated this patronizing narration that happens. I mean, they literally are spoon-feeding you emotions and backstory because there are just so many characters that we can't possibly even imagine getting to know each and every one of them. And instead of letting the story have breathing room and letting us just organically get to know these people and get to know their situation, they decide to literally just tell it to you over and over and over again with every single character. And I found it completely patronizing, and I wish they had just let us get to know them. Plus, as I just said, there are just way too many characters and way too many storylines. No, almost none of them get wrapped up. I mean, it's all just left out there on the table. You're left wondering, why did that interaction even happen? Conflicts arise that literally poof the minute they're no longer on the screen. I mean, just from top to bottom, the story is a mess because it is so spread thin. And after I left the movie, I kind of wondered, how can I relate to so many characters and be able to put myself into this film so often and not enjoy the movie? It was then that I realized how generic these characters were and how generic they were meant to be so that every single person in the theater could relate to almost every single person in the movie, if not at least one of those characters. And that makes it for an unsatisfying experience because you're left pretty void because you can't really get that deep into the character's psyche, into the character's feelings, because, well, they're not written very deep. As for the acting cast, they do what they can with a very subpar script. Diane Keaton does her best Diane Keaton. I don't think she was as warm and inviting as she usually is in these type of little films. So she's not at her best here for sure. But, I mean, she's okay. John Goodman does well for the most part. There's a couple scenes where he's really hamming it up. But overall, he was alright. Olivia Wilde, my favorite. I loved her character. I thought her character had some great moments. I really just loved every time Olivia Wilde and her pretend army boyfriend were on screen together because their chemistry just worked better than anybody else's in the film to me. Anthony Mackie is all but wasted here. I mean, his storyline again could have been interesting, could have been something to look at, but it was just deserted and he's left with a not so interesting character to play. Marissa Tomei is fine. She gets the dramatic role. She's fine. Ed Helms is fine. Everybody's fine. Alex Borstein's in there. June Squibb. All of them are fine. And what's really frustrating is that there are fleeting moments of true entertainment. There are some nice, hearty laughs. There are some ideas and some ideology that's hinted at and barely touched upon, and then they back off. And the directing style was very odd as well. Supposed to do weird flashback scenes and weird cutaway scenes that really meant nothing and we really should have done without and he should have cut. She did weird effects with the humans and just the directing style was very strange. It looked like it wanted to bring something innovative to a bland vanilla story, but it didn't. It just muddled it even further. It left so much foolishness in the film that should have been cut and then just added weird effects that meant nothing. If you're looking for some good old-fashioned holiday movie time that isn't animation, this will barely cut it. But make sure you go at a matinee because this is not worth a full price ticket. But really, if you're even curious about this, wait for it to come to Redbox because it's a very subpar film. So, that has been my review of Love the Coopers. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, go ahead, click like down below, and subscribe to the channel so you are always up to date on our latest videos. Also, join in on the discussion. Are you excited to see Love the Coopers? And what is your favorite holiday-themed movie? Let me know either in the comment section down below or hit me up on Twitter. I love you all so much for your support. Mwah! Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!